Okay. Hello, everyone. This is the Big Guy as written in the poster of the talk show. As you can see, my name is also Morningstar here, and I'm here with my colleagues, Mr. SSJ. And if you'd like, you can just take the mic and you should introduce yourself for those who are listening.
Yeah, I'm SSJ. I'm the head of moderation and I do partnership in content. Um, if you guys have been here a while, I'm sure that now you guys are familiar with who I am. But I'm excited about this voice chat, AMA or talk show or whatever we want to call it. Um, so if I have any questions of me, just let me know. But Mr. Morningstar, I'll let you handle most of it, and I'll be here for support if you need me.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. And I'm taking less than 10 minutes of your time to give you guys a summary of the whole project. So hopefully you can create a whole picture of the project in your minds. Okay, here it goes. MContent is the first ever content marketplace in blockchain. It means that this platform uses the blockchain to help the creations and the creator financially, and also brings a space to create, consume, produce contents, and also connect creators, consumers, and investors around the world. But what does content creation have to do with the blockchain? Well, MContent project has developed a token on BSC network, which is mainly listed at PancakeSwap, and there is a tax fee for every transaction done in MContent token pair, which is 10%. And this 10% is divided to three important separate options. 4% of it goes into CCF, standing for Content Creation Fund Pool, which is used in various ways to fund and pay for content creation within the platform. 5% of that is for LP in PancakeSwap. LP goes for liquidity pool. And 1%, like the very well-known SafeMoon project, there is a reflection feature for all holders of the MContent token, meaning that for every transaction done in PCS, 1% of it is sent for the MContent holders in order to increase their tokens and they will just receive some profit. It also needs to be noted that not more than 1% of the whole supply can be bought or sold in PCS. Needless to say that the whole supply was 10 quadrillion, that 37.5% of it, which is 3 quadrillion, has already been burned. 28.5% for the whole token holders, 10% for exchange listing and blockchain migration, 10% for CCF wallet, 7.5% for private investors wallet locked for 6 months, 5% for marketing, 0.9% unclaimed DXL tokens, and 0.6% PCS tax. It is also very important to know that the MContent project has been launched with the initial seed fund of 1 million in the content creators pool through its sponsors. Along with the 4% tax for CCF, 10% of the whole supply has been locked into the CCF wallet. By the pass of time and by the growth of CCF pool, the platform would have enough funds to help content creation through the blockchain. There will also be a requisitioning function that will return a percentage of trades back into the CCF, and also a payback mechanism in all funding contracts that 30% of consolidated earnings by the artist will return to the CCF. Moreover, it shall be needed to say that the MContent token has been listed in PCS, standing for PancakeSwap, mainly for buying and selling, and also in Bitmart, mainly for staking the token and earning APY. Sorry. Those interested in the platform can download the application of MContent through Google Play and App Store. Please note that the application is just for content creators and consumers. For every 5,000 application in the platform, We choose 50 contents to fuel. Content shall include short films, which will be funded $5,000, features films, which will be funded $20,000, and a web series for $200,000. And for all investors, the owners and founders of MContent have been introduced visually, and the whole marketing roadmap has been mentioned in the white paper to check. And the company has been audited by the Solidity Finance. And guys, now, before I open the floor for all of you to ask questions, I'd like to address an issue which everyone had been asking about. Why is there a new smart contract address? So to this, let me share with you a simple and short way where you will understand. I'd like to mention that there have been a relaunch and migration to a new smart contract for MContent due to the significant sell-offs from the early investors who would hold much of the supply. But that would be a strength point in my opinion, because new important features have been added, such as the bots blacklist, which I don't know if you are familiar with. A lot of whales, they just don't bother coming in to buy and sell. They just uh, create bots, and the bots will just do sellings and buyings for them, and just they will just stay back watching them, you know, dumping and pumping the tokens. But here we've got a bot blacklist, which blocks bot address that tries to buy or sell the tokens. And I think this would be a whole picture of the project. I just tried to give you a whole picture, didn't go into the details very much because, it would be just a very long presentation in that way. And if you got any questions, any confusions about the project, you're very welcome to ask. And my colleagues in the first plan, then I will try to answer your questions. Okay, while we're waiting for members and those who are listening for us to ask any question that comes to their minds, Mr. SSJ, is there anything about the project and anything significant that you would like to add to our presentation?
For what I heard, that was a very good presentation, by the way. Um, there are a couple things that came to mind. When you were talking about the numbers of the project, we also have numbers built in for subscription buys when the content platform is in its final version. If I recall correctly, I believe subscription buys to the platform, I believe 15% of that buy gets burned and 15% goes to holders. So that's another reason to be a holder with our project. But other than that, I think you covered it very well. And then you talked about the staking on Bitmart. We're also live on the BKEX exchange. So there's 3 places that you can buy MContent. You talked about um, the anti-bot. I believe in the contract also, it's set up that no one can hold more than, or no one can sell more than 1% of the overall token, which no one holds that much as it is, but that is in place for the future. So no one can, dump on the project. They would have to sell multiple times. So each time they would sell, it would drop the price lower. So it's kind of a safety measure with that also. But other than that, I think you pretty much covered it very well. I'll keep thinking about things also, but if anyone has a question, just speak up.
Okay, I'm gonna just consider myself as an investor, you know.
Hmm.
And there are 2 ways, as you know, in the bid market on a PCS. If you were an investor, would you just choose to hold the token, or would you just stake it to earn profit, or you would do both?
For me personally, I'm planning to do both. because I've already bought with PCS. And for me, I plan to just buy again on Bitmart to stake, just because I don't want to personally move my stuff from Pancake because I get reflections there. So I'll buy more at Bitmart to be in that liquidity pool so I can stake there as well. So I want to buy both so I get the best of both worlds. I don't want to have to pick one. So that would be my advice to people.
Okay, okay. Um, if no one's gonna ask any questions, okay, and uh, there have been a lot of questions asked in the group lately in the last few days. We're just gonna try to cover those because I think they could be very important and also basic questions for those who will be listening to this recording later.
Okay.
Uh, mm, Another thing about it is that I remember somebody asked me uh, about the biggest purpose of the project. You know, as you said, that bigger things are coming still. You know, it's the beginning of the road. What is the bigger picture in of the project? What is it planning to just reach as a final goal?
I would say final goal, of course, is wanting to breed the content creation. We're wanting to do that in not just one type of content, but we want to do that with films, as you talked about, and web series. And basically, we'd like to set up the app to have, the films and documentaries, whether they are made by us or produced by us, or just on our platform, and then have it set up where videos can be uploaded, like YouTube, and then have a place set up where content creators and viewers can stream things like Twitch. And a cool thing about that is people that stream on Twitch right now, they have to cut that video and send it to their YouTube page. It's not all connected. One thing I think personally that would bring in people who are going to stream on our platform, just like they do on Twitch, if they were getting donations in MContent crypto, that $2 donation in 2 years could be a $2,000 payment after we grow. So I think that alone, having their payment from their viewers straight to them could end up being massive just by streaming on our platform. And we're working with a company right now to help us with the logistics of final app, because it's gonna be tons and in and outs of it. And I've also had partnership calls with some people who are in the streaming game and connected to Twitch. So we're in the very first stages, but we're gathering the information needed to be successful with everything.
Okay, and that was a very good and comprehensive question answer. Um, are you able also to reveal anything about future partnerships? Because there must be more coming, right?
I can tell you about the calls that I've had personally. My very first partnership call was with a project called Polka Locker, I believe. They're on the Polka blockchain. What they're doing is they are storing coins, locking up coins or tokens, but they can be released by them. They're basically a third-party safety system, but they can be released with time or be released with event-based. So if something um, happens, like we have a contest, we're given this amount of coin away, they can release it to us. And the way they release things is the community votes on it. So everyone has to be in agreement before these tokens are moved. So it's just kind of a safety measure that we're looking into to make the community feel more comfortable also. Because it's it's Binance Smart Chain, so there's a lot of there's a lot of trust to be had with projects. I've also been in contact, and I'm currently working on NFTs for the project and finding different usage for those. I believe the project I had a partnership call with is called Altura, and they basically work with video game NFTs. So their niche is if you play a video game and you spend $1,000 on items in the video game, if your account gets banned, you usually lose all those items. But if they're NFT'd, you own those. So I'm working with them with their exchange and how we can help each other. I'm actually I have the finished product. It's not minted yet of a new NFT for MContent also. I just have to have another partnership call with them and figure out the best way to use it. But I have a bunch of solid ideas. And then we did have a partnership call with the senior official from Twitch to figure out the logistics of how our app can handle that, or how he can help us with their platform. And we have some good ideas with them also that I don't want to reveal yet. But we are contacting different companies and different projects. And, it's crypto. We're all trying to help each other. There's plenty of room for everybody to be successful. It's not like, we want to be successful while others aren't. There's plenty of room for that. So I think that's my answer.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. And before I just get to my next one, Mr. I think Crypto Dynamite is just raising a hand. Let's just give him the mic to see if he's got any questions or confusions to ask.
Oh yeah, that's
Crypto Dynamite, you're allowed to speak. Go ahead.
we can have him answers also. Crypto Dynamite's on the MContent team also. So maybe that's why he was wanting to speak.
Oh yeah, okay.
I did want it to talk, and for some reason I had mod power in my account. Something happened to my account, so if anybody can give that back to me, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll make that happen.
How's everybody, guys? How are you guys doing tonight?
Good and shiny, thank you. How about you?
Great. I wanted to comment on the last thing. I actually huge fan of Polka Locker. I've had Polka Locker. Actually, I bought that a long time ago. I'm still holding it. I think it's a great concept, and that would make a great partnership with MContent.
Yeah, and I heard you talked about NFTs and gaming, so that would be a good news for all gamers out there. I've got a lot of gamer friends who just spend a lot of their time playing in front of a laptop or a computer at home. So this would be a very good opportunity for those who just want to play games and earn, right? And for those who don't know what NFTs is a non-fungible token, you know. And could we just give more insights about an a possible, gaming platform, just having a partnership with us, because I think that also can be a very big point and very good strength point for the project.
For the partnership for the gaming platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the streaming goes, each of these streamers has their own community of thousands to millions of people. So I've talked with a founder about this also. Right now they stream for free on Twitch, and right now our contract is set up to have subscription buys. Well, I've talked to him about maybe changing the subscription buys to just ad revenue and doing it that way, because especially if like a new content creator or someone who's already famous, say they do music, I don't think they're going to want their potential new listeners of their music to have a paywall in between their music and the investors. So that's something we're speaking, talking about changing also, and which is one reason um, that we still have control of the contract. Because if we would have already renounced the contract, everything would be set in place, and we couldn't make these changes to be successful. I know I kind of jumped away from gaming right there, but we have some different ideas. I think the gaming is going to be awesome. Um, if it's recorded video, everyone should be able to have their own account and load it up themselves, just like YouTube. I mean, users can do that. And maybe they can hopefully get donations within Content Token also. It'd be cool if there was a ranking system, a voting system. So when people upload videos like YouTube, everyone else can, vote whatever videos they want to the top of the list, so they're shown first. I just feel like the possibilities are endless for this, which is very exciting. So we're trying to think everything through. Um, so if anyone from the community ever has any ideas, we're definitely listening. Um, because some of my best ideas that I've gotten is coming from the community. I've had a lot of talk with people who are more involved with the NFTs also, and I've gotten good ideas from them as well.
I was going to bring something up. I have a really good friend of mine who she was one of the developers for Fortnite, and I've been talking to him lately about like the whole crypto industry. And he said that the entire gaming community is like blowing up with crypto. I mean, it's just going crazy. Like everybody's approaching them and so on. And I said, like, what's missing in your space? And he said, there's a lot of young gamers who just don't have enough seed money or development, and there's no real education these guys get. So, what I was thinking, what if we actually started to use MContent's platform to bring in some, instead of doing like movies and films, like we're talking as far as the content, we can actually start like YouTubers and gamers and TikTokers or whatever else, like giving them on that coming in on that platform, and then having some usage towards them content for their games they develop.
Yeah, I think that's a solid idea. Um, I think once we can make the contact with them, but I think once we have our platform and we have the ease of access and it's able to be used, I think that's when we'll really start drawing in people, um, you know, gamers like this. But I think that's such a solid idea. I think it's great.
Yeah, we were just talking, and I was just thinking, like, a lot of times people are spending, like us, we're spending so much money on these influencers and YouTubers, where we can actually develop them and give them some seed money and have them start working with us. Like I'll give you guys a good. I don't know if anybody here knows who Alexis Vega is. She was a little child star in a movie called Spy Kids. Does anybody know who she is?
Oh
Alexa
yeah,
Vega.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know who that is.
So one of my best friends married her sister. So she happens to be in Hawaii, and they're going to visit her. She's married to a guy named Carlos in a boy band. So I was like, they're doing okay, but it's such a fascinating story, like who she is. She was a child star. Now she lives in Hawaii with her kids and family. Imagine like MContent would be able to give some seed money to somebody like that and say, here, let's do a documentary on your life.
Or even documentary. Let's could give her uh, some kind of online show, where she interviews other child stars, or
Exactly.
yeah,
There's so much to do with it. I have so many ideas. I just don't know how
mm,
to implement everything.
right, right, right. And guys, I have a work meeting, so I have to cut out of here. But Billy,
Yeah.
Crypto, if you could answer the questions also, I know you're very knowledgeable, and you have your mod status back in the main chat. I don't know what
Okay.
happened.
Thank you. I don't know what happened. It's all good.
Yeah,
Sonic was
all right.
supposed to do it for me and he forgot probably.
That's all right. I got you.
Yeah, I can answer some questions if I needed.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay, okay.
perfect.
Another thing, you're very good in just giving ideas and just suggesting the M content to be the voice of the voiceless here, right?
Right.
I asked Mr. SSJ a question before you joined us, and I'm just trying to ask you almost the same question. What is it that you like about the M content the most, and what do you see? Where do you see M content in the coming months in the near future?
It's a great question. And It's a loaded question, but I'll tell you what I like about it. I was in the entertainment industry for years and years and years, and the biggest challenge we had when I was there, we didn't have anybody that would help young artists, young actors, young directors, young producers. So to me, this is what I needed 30 years ago, if that makes any sense. I mean, I found talented directors who just had nowhere to go, because if you didn't have a big agency or somebody behind you who's going to fund you, you couldn't afford to buy the film, the equipment, everything else you need to do what you're doing. So I feel like what we can do here is we can give young directors, producers, actors, YouTubers, gamers, people that may never ever get the opportunity to be found, even in different countries where they don't have the means to do so. We can actually open doors for these people.
Okay, and okay, thank you for that great and comprehensive answer. And I think we've covered up 30 minutes for a voice call, and I think that would be enough for this one. And I assure you that there will be more voice calls coming for those who are interested in asking questions and hearing the answers. And I'm gonna just recap it in less than 20 seconds. We started the voice call with a presentation about the whole picture, and then we started asking some questions from Mr. SSJ and from Mr. Crypto Dynamite here, and we've got very comprehensive answers. And we would like to just upload the recording for you guys so you can listen to it, and perhaps one of your questions is here answered already. So I would like to just wrap it up already. And Mr. Crypto Dynamite, would you like to add anything before I just put an end to this?
No, I'm gonna let you guys go. I know you guys it's some late early for some of you guys, but I would love to have more of these calls and really answer some of these questions, and really put a team together so we can actually have more content conversation in MContent, because I think that's what's missing. And I would love to continue this, and I'm not going to hold people here for too long, but I just want to thank you guys for all being here and allowing me to be a part of it.
Yep, thanks for that, and I will see you guys later. So for now.